So paper number 4, weekly test number 4, we'll start discussion. So I think you got your marks also. We'll see how these questions can get answers. So first one, which circuits have same amount of equivalent resistance between P and Q? Just look at, so you need to find equivalent resistance here. So these two resistance in parallel, right? So 1/4 plus 1/4. So 4 is the common denominator. So numerators add kara. So 2/4, but you need to get reciprocal of this. Then 4/2, which means 2. So මේ මැදින් එනවා 2 plus 2 කියන්නේ මේකේ total resistance එක 4 ohm. Here what's the value? 1/2 plus 1/4 නේ. එතකොට එනවා 4, මෙතන 2 1, එතකොට 3/4. අනිත් පැත්තේ 4/3. එතකොට 1/1 sorry. Erased. Here it's 4 ohm. Here 4/3 now. Then 1.3, like the 1.3 plus 2.2 means 3.3. Here 2/2 can 1/2 1/2. 2/2, that's 1. 1 plus 3, 4, right? X and Z tamai answer. So third one is the answer. Second one, following test tubes are filled. So just do the calculation for each one and get the answer. So as a note, you need to do that, right? Then second one, following test tubes are filled with two different types of gases. So first one, so A is splinter, then burning splinters, B dash, and so A contain oxygen gas and splint relight. It is still filled with two different gases, two different types of gases. B contain H2 gas and B dash relight. A contain carbon dioxide gas and A relight. No, A contain carbon dioxide, A can't relight. So third one incorrect. B contain H2 gas now, not relight, giving pop sound. So second one also wrong. Fourth one, B contain oxygen, B dash not relight. What? It's a mistake, right? B contain oxygen and B dash not relight. I think fourth one has some mistake, but A is correct. A you can take A, and because with oxygen they can relight. Then third one, turtle and crocodile respectively belong to the class. Which class? Reptilia. Right? Okay. Not amphibia, right? Following diagram shows equilibrium of a ring and a rod under three forces. So this is three forces in A and B both, first and second both, but this is non-parallel, first one. B is parallel. So in the first one, the non-parallel one, what happened? So there are three conditions. I think you guys remember there are three conditions for this. This is also having three conditions. So you need to write in the note what are the three conditions for non-parallel three-force system. Here, what is the one for parallel 3-4 system. So what is the common condition must be satisfied in above both incident? Third one. Not third one. First one, A is equal to the sum of B and C. No, sum, not sum. So second one we can get B and C sum, but in the first one, not sum. If you calculate like this is wrong, right? You can't say A equals B plus C for first one. Second one is okay. Second one you can say this is correct, but this one no. This is actually, there's an angle, so you need to measure this angle, right? Theta and alpha data. So this is another way, but they should mention like resultant force of B and C forces equal to the A. තියෙන ඕන, not sum. Clear that? Clear? If not clear, just mention in the chat. This question is not clear for me here. Then I will explain again at the end of this session. Right? I'll touch again because these are very important. Like this is fifth paper, sixth paper. From sixth paper, I will include some grade 11 questions also. Then 10th first term test papers, right? Then 10 to 15, like I will stretch the time for 1.5 hours, like, and including some past paper questions also, 1.5 hours. Then we can continue like that. And anyway, finally we need to achieve like 3-hour paper, full paper level that we need to achieve. Okay, so third one or second one, the three forces must be coplanar. Yeah, in all systems, whether it's 2 forces, 3 forces, either parallel or non-parallel, should be coplanar. So that's correct. Third one, the lines of actions of 3 forces must be meet at common point. No, in the second system it's not happen. In a parallel 3-force system, no. The fourth one, the 3 lines of action of the 3 forces are parallel to each other. No, it's not true for first system, right? So second one is the answer. So, and the other thing is you need print out of both paper and the your answer sheet before the discussion session. So today I put exact Monday answer sheet, mark sheet, but I'll try to give you it Saturday, like then you can have the time to take your copies and step it and keep a file for you for science papers, weekly test papers. So then you can make a collection, and when we close to the exam we can discuss some hard questions again, right? ඒ විදිහට තමයි plan එක යන්නේ. මේ දැන් මෙතන හැමෝගෙම වර්ධින questions තියෙනවනේ. මම ඔයාලගේ වර්ධින questions ටික mark කරගන්නවා sheet එක. So then හැමෝටම අමාරු questions again අපිට පුළුවන් පොඩ්ඩක් revise කරන්න. That's better for you. Fifth one, the combination of a gene pair for a particular character is combination of a gene pair. We call it as gene expression, right? Gene expression. Sometimes genotype also kind of same meaning, but here genotype is not mentioned. Phenotype in a bear, homozygote in a bear, heterozygote in a bear. Homozygote can a gene pair similar. Two genes are similar in gene pair. Heterozygous can genes දෙක එකක් කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? dominant gene එකයි recessive gene එකයි නම් තියෙන්නේ. ඒතකොට heterozygous. Homozygote means either dominant 2 genes or either recessive 2 genes there. Phenotype means external expression, right? It's not. This is second one is the answer. Sixth one, electronic configuration of an atom of an element E at one instance is shown below. 288, right? So E may be iron, E may be iron is can possible ne 288 ne. This is noble gas state එකක් තියෙන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ iron එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන් negative iron or positive iron. It may be a inactive gas, yeah, kind of. This is what? Helium, neon, argon. This is argon, so it's inactive gas in the pool. Electronic configuration of argon here. So E may be a negative ion. Yeah, it can also possible, negative ion or positive ion. So all answers are correct. Fourth one. An object, seventh one, an object falls gradually from rest. What is the correct answer with ratio of displacement in first, second and third seconds? Okay, just look at here what happened. So this start from zero, I mean velocity 0, right? It goes downwards. After first second, what will happen? The displacement they ask, V equals D over T, right? V, what is velocity? Velocity actually, here we don't know the velocity, final velocity we don't know, right? Then how to do? So we know there's another formula called A equals V2 minus V1 divided by T, right? So A we know, V2 we don't know, here it's 0, T is 1, so V2 is V10, right? Here 10, right? So average of this is change in the average 5 ms minus 1. Right, 5 ms minus 1. Then we can apply for here. D we don't know. T, what is T? T is 1 second. So it's first second again. D is T, 5, right? So if you move to second one, again you need to apply this. For second one, they went separate, right? Second. So what happened there? So my method A is always 10, V2 we don't know, V1 10, right? Divide by 1. There are not 20 V2, right? Here it's V2 20. So what is the average? Average 20 minus 10. It's again 5. And time also 5. So 5. Right? So you can see 5 meters they travel each second, right? What is the correct answer? Ratio displacement in 1 second and third seconds. First second get 5, second 5, third 5. So third is the answer, right? But totally got that 5, 10, 15, then 1, 3, 5. But they asked like first second second third key at the end. Then eighth one, following diagram shows couple of forces. When applying P force, it rotates around the point O. What is the moment of the couple of force? So couple of force total distance 2y into P. 2py. Second one is the answer. Couple of forces, right? This is not moment. Moment we consider only one side. Y into P, like P into Y, anything. So here we need to get both 2py. Okay, then ninth one, name the parts which produce sperms are temporarily stored in male reproduction. sperms produced in seminiferous tubules, temporarily stored in epididymis. Third one is the answer. Then 10th one, which test tubes contain same number of molecules? So you have the relative atomic masses, so you can calculate. Here its molar mass is 40 gmol minus. In calcium carbonate, so I remember these numbers, that's why I can write, but you need to calculate. Here 180 gmol minus. Don't do it predict කළා දාන්න යන්න එපා, just calculate කළා දාන්න ටක් ගන්නවා. මොකද දැන් මට ගොඩාක් කළා කරන එක මතකයි. But sometimes you guys also can now I think remember, because from grade 10 also we are doing this. But if you can't remember, just numbers are here, just calculate කරලා හරියට ගන්න value එක. හරි. තමයි. Here එතකොට මොකක්ද equation එක? n equals simple m over capital M. So first one again 10 divided by 40, which means 0.25. Second one 25 divided by 100, which means again 1.4, 2.5. Here 25 divided by 180. That's not correct, or not same with the A and B. So third one is the answer. Then 11th one, given below are features of 3 animals found in field trip. Possess a thin mucous skin with glands, eyes are without eyelids, a body is moistened by mucus and possess shells. These are 3 animals, right? Possess thin mucous skin with glands. Most of the amphibian. Eyes are without eyelids, fish, and last one mentioned snail. So second one is the answer. If you have any suggestions for these answers, just need to discuss this question again, so then we can do. Okay, then 12th one. In 12th one, which statement is correct about following diagram? So trolley is in rest. No, right? Because 10 Newton in A side and the other side 12 Newton. Second one, the trolley is accelerate towards to the B direction with 2 Newton. No. So accelerate towards the B direction, 2 Newton force. Yeah, that's correct. Third one, the trolley move towards the B direction in uniform velocity with 2N force. No, not uniform velocity, right? That's wrong. Fourth one, the trolley move towards to the B direction with 12 Newton force. That's also wrong, because resultant force is 2 Newton. Okay. So 13, 2 uses of 2 different gases are given below. Production of margarine and production of dry ice. Production of margarine, we use H2, dry ice carbon dioxide. So that mentioned clearly in your textbook. Just if you can't remember, just balan uses of these gases. Third one. 14, some adaptations of flowers to avoid self-pollination are given below. Corn, tridex, passion fruit, orchid. Correct answer is, so this is definitely you need to remember. Like, I'm also not sure about some answers. You guys are facing your exam, so remember, plant biology, these are not using in our normal life again. Animal pattern balance. That's why. But you guys have to remember these examples and all, because otherwise you can't get marks. Here they mention this is asexual. Here pollination. Having unisexual flowers, coconut and corn. Self-sterility, passion fruit. I think they mentioned corn here, passion fruit here. So just go. Having unisexual flowers, corn is correct. This one correct. And self-sterility, passion fruit also correct. Then tridex and orchid, we'll see. Tridex mentioned in dichogamy, so that's wrong. They're having extra stamens, pin and jasmine, not orchid. Orchid positioning stamens, tridex extra stamens. That's wrong. B is wrong. Orchid positioning stamens and stigma at a distance. Here at a distance, so it's correct, right? Hercogamy. Right. So A, C and D are the answers. The reading of F is, so when you are doing this type of questions, you can just identify what are the patterns of questions they ask. Otherwise you just only studying. The regarding of F is this image, right? So first mass value is 0.5 Newton, then put in water. So with water value is 1 Newton. So when you put this mass into the beaker, what will happen? It turns into 1.25. So 1.25, which means like it feel additional 0.25, right? Additional 0.25. So F is will be 0.25, because upthrust 0.25, then the remaining part F can feel, right? Upthrust එක 1.25 additional ඇඩ්ලා තියෙන 0.25 කියලා මේ scale එකට. So in the Newton balance F is 0.25. Upthrust upwards, right? Then may feel any tension. Upthrust upward and පල්ලෙහාට mg, right? And here is a reaction. Okay. Just if you can't understand that, just ask in. I'll explain again. It keeps like this, right? So 1.25 means that this balance field the reaction force of this, right? Or the weight, right? So weight is 1.25 from 1 Newton. So 1 Newton additionally 0.25 add to that's due to the mass, right? So other 2.5 then it fails to strain, right? 2.5 on වතුර වලින් hold කරා, but other 2.5 has to maintain from the balance. Is that correct? That's much better. Read the following statements giving below. Use a supplementary for protein to extract alginic acid used to make ice cream, used to fermentation of bread and alcohol. Read the following giving below. What are the uses of fungi from above statements? All three uses of fungi. 17th one. When fish swim under the water with 0.5 below the surface, atmospheric pressure is 76 HECM. Find the pressure exerted on the fish. So this is H rho G 0.5 water, so then 1000 into 10. So its value is 5000. But the thing is, they mention atmospheric pressure also. Like 76 over 100, since it's 7 centimeters. 13,600 into 10. දෙකේම sum එක තමයි එන්නේ. Right? I think third one, that calculation you need to do 0.76. Wait. Right, 0.76 into 3,600 into 10. Yeah, plus 5,000. Yeah, third one is the answer. 18. Some uses of elements are given below. Used to produce matches and crackers. Used to make pencils. Used to produce vulcanized rubber. Amorphous carbon. Produce vulcanized rubber when the band, that's sulfur. But produce matches and crackers, pencils, would be a considerable answer, but here they ask amorphous. So where I mentioned in the third lesson, you have description on carbon. Right here, carbon. Right here you can see there are two forms for carbon: crystalline carbon and amorphous carbon. Crystalline carbon and amorphous carbon. So amorphous carbon types are charcoal, lamp soot and coal. Crystalline carbon, diamond, graphite, fluorine. Right, charcoal, lamp soot, coal. So then question again, produce matches and crackers, used to make pencils. Coal, amorphous carbon use करना black. It's used to vulcanize rubber. Sorry, I couldn't remember that. Graphite used to making pencils, that we know. And also the next one. Yeah, that's only mentioned here. So amorphous carbon function in the production of black color ink and vulcanized rubber. So mainly use karana sulfur, but amorphous carbon not use karana. It's a new missing thing for me. Right, okay. So then right. Carbon types and also that table, if you can copy for the note, much better. So leave some space for copy it. Okay, then 19th one. So 18th one answer is C then, only C. So it's kind of surprising answer for me also. Actually, that you need to remember that facts. Right? 19th one, when cross-pollinated pollinated between plants with red flowers and white flowers in same species, obtain new F1 generation and allow self-pollination to take place within F generation. Following phenotype can be seen in F2 generation. So following phenotype can be seen in F2 generation. 3 to 1. 3 to 1. Right. Obtain F1 generation and allow initially they cross-pollinating red flowers and white flowers, right? Obtain F1 generation, make a normal එකක් නෙමෙයි තියෙන්නේ. Red flowers කියන්නේ homozygous red flowers ගත්තොත් R simple R. Then gametes in capital R, here it's simple R. So when you cross it, it's F1 generation 100% red, right? Then capital R simple R cross with capital R simple R. Then when you make this cross, so you can get 3 to 1 ratio. So just try. So I'm not going to, but you need to complete this, and I'll check when I meet you in physical class. So do this. So red and white homozygous parental plants may be red and white homozygous plant. Yeah, red and white homozygous plant. Yeah, it's true. Heterozygous red plant and homozygous white plant, no. Homozygous red plant, heterozygous, no. Red and white heterozygous plant, no. So first one is the answer, right? These two both are homozygous. And 20th one, P and Q are two combinations of resistors when supplying same amount of voltage between A and B, which is correct about the current flow compared to system Q. So here 4, here 2. At the first question also we did this kind of 1. It's 4 times 4 times current flow of P. 4 times current flow of 1 is the answer. Right, guys, so we discuss MCQ part, but structured and essay will remain. I think now time is over for me today. So I think if you have anything to clarify, you can ask in session. Tomorrow we'll meet with Veron, and also Wednesday with Mitara and Nivya in Sunday. So you can just ask if you have any questions from this. I think in chemistry question you have some doubts sometimes. But anyway, today's time is limited. That yeah, I need to leave. Okay, just if you have any questions separately, you can ask. මොකද එකකට වෙනස් ප්‍රශ්න තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ නිසා කමන්න ඒක හොඳයි. මේ commonly මම essay discuss කරනට වඩා මොනවද ඔයාලගේ wrong answers, then I can explain those. So just ask. වෙරොන්ගේ තමයි ටිකක් time එක limited වෙන්නේ 2.5 hours නිසා. We'll see. It manage time. So then can clarify, like today paper I'll give the answers in Saturday night. Okay guys, good night. We'll meet on next physical classes. Okay.